And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001. PNC settling in now.
Leading off tonight for San Diego, second baseman, number 7.
Striding into the box, Connor Griffin. And with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he fouls this one off. Guys, the Swinging Friars, as they take the field here tonight, have got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, 5-2 on their recent homestand. Last week of ball games, they've played just really nice baseball, all facets. Found ways to win late, found ways to bash teams to death, pitched well. Let's see if the start of this road trip halts their momentum a little bit.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Again, a 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, guys, I'm really hoping to see a turnaround from that number 3 hitter. It just seems like something is off at his swing. I don't know if it's timing or he's not picking up the ball. Maybe he just needs a day off. He just doesn't look right.
And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
Well, clearly this guy doesn't need many warm-up pitches because he's 98 miles an hour in the first inning. Newsflash to the offense, they better get it going.
Here's a pop-up now, and there's out number 2.
Batting third, catcher, Wyatt Schmidt.
Now at the plate, Wyatt Schmidt. And what a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories. Here comes the first pitch. And that one just missed outside.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped him up. Trevino has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We are still scoreless.
Leading out for the Padres, third baseman, number 13.
Coming to the plate now, Carter Kimbrough. He's definitely a long ball threat. Currently 3rd in the National League in that category. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Got him to slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
All right, guys, let's take a look at how the Pods line up on D. And, guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
Here's another 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Stepping in now, Kevin Kramer. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More ahead.
Play ball. Leading out for the Padres, catcher Jose Trevino.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Luke Guthrie, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. First pitch changeup chopped foul right at the plate for the first strike. 1 out, nobody on. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the 2nd out.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up, and it's caught in the outfield.
Let's play ball.
Leading off the inning, Tristan Lutz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And a fastball just a bit up. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He shows all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Slurve in there, strike 1. Valladares is a guy that has a lot of speed, no doubt about that. And while that's certainly a weapon for him offensively, it could be argued that it benefits him just as much on the defensive side of the ball, given the position he plays.
And not only just speed, but first step quickness speed. He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to. And sometimes that's half the equation.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Ray Valladares becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 3rd. Into the box, Harmon Bowser, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Runs that slurve of his inside, and it's 2-0.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Swing, strike 2.
You got a full count. 3-2.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. In order go the Pirates. digging in, Connor Griffin. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest. Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball in for a strike.
0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. Solo shot here to left. Home run number 16 for him on the year. And the Bucks have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
And that'll bring up one of the top prospects in the game, Raimel Tapia. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He popped out in his first trip. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit high. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. And he wouldn't have made contact with that one with an or. It's 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Standing in now, Wyatt Schmidt. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Now the 2-0 home. It is taken, strike 1. Turned on down the line. Machado on the slide. How about that?
Now batting, third baseman, Carter Kimbrough.
So digging in now, Carter Kimbrough. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes this the other way to right, and he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight.
Leading off for the Padres, right fielder, John Stewart.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luke Guthrie.
The pitcher, Luke Guthrie.
Set and the pitch. Hit back up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Throw into third. The runner from second crosses the plate.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to...
Play ball.
Stepping in, Yoenis Mercer comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. fouled off. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
In now, Kevin Kramer grounded up the first baseline, and he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now at the plate, Tristan Lutz. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Bat shatters as this is on the ground to first. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
Yeah, nobody on right there, Dan. 2 outs. It's not every day you see a guy pick him up and put him down like him getting down to first base right there. Bought himself a base hit.
Well, I'd say what, there's a couple of things you can do. It doesn't take a lot of talent to hustle, and it doesn't take talent to be on time. And he hustled out of the box, turned what could have been a ground out to end the inning into an infield single.
Comes set, and the 0-1. Taken, strike 2.
There seemed to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Pirates leave 1. Our score remains 2-1. Ready once again, Jose Gonzalez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence.
Play ball. Ball 4, take the ball.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 24, Johan Cervantes.
Colin Walsh is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. He'll come in here at 259. 6 home runs, 18 driven in.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Pops this one up. Anderson is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Up next for the Pirates, the shortstop, Connor Griffin.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Connor Griffin. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a strike. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. A 1-1 count to the Pirates leadoff hitter.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Easy fly ball into shallow center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. And And that'll bring up one of the top prospects in the game, Raimel Tapia. First pitch of the at-bat. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. A wave and a miss.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter lead that next inning off.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Just missed with a breaking ball. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're down here 5-1. Drew Anderson is on to pitch from the bullpen now.
Pirates, number 63.
So here now is the pitcher, Luke Guthrie. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
Guthrie.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Lined into right, a base hit. So the lineup card turns over with 1 away following the base hit out of the pitcher's spot.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score. For some more runs.
Into the box now, Won Young Park, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a looper to left. Coming in is Tapia. He makes the running play. 2 down. Stepping in, Jose Gonzalez. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far.
Jose Gonzalez.
Hit on the ground to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. It's the Padres 5 and the Pirates 1. Leading off the inning, Wyatt Schmidt, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And what are the key numbers to look at? First pitch strikes, over 70% so far in this outing.
Shoots this one over to first. Anderson right there, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Carter Kimbrough.
So stepping in, Carter Kimbrough. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit sharply but foul down the right side.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit further down, maybe even potentially bounce the next one.
Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now back.
Digging in, Yoenis Mercer is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down. Ready for another shot now.
Leading off for San Diego, center fielder, Toby Vela.
Play ball. Out. 3.
Leading off for the Pirates, second baseman.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later.
Now pitching for San Diego, number 88. Pitching for the Pirates, number 44, Joe McBride. Now pitching for the Pirates, number 73, Aiden Wilson. Now pitching for
Standing in, Wyatt Schmidt.
Captain Wyatt Schmidt.
Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Anderson is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
He's proven to be an awfully reliable reliever this season. He wraps this one up and collects his 20th save of the year so far.
5-2 the final score tonight. The San Diego Padres used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back.
The beginning of the work week, and welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting off in the National League East, the New York Mets totaled 13 hits as a team as they secured the win in extra innings against the Cubs, 6-4. The New York Yankees stopped their 6-game losing streak as they beat the Braves in Atlanta, 8-5. The Marlins combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 3-2. The Boston Red Sox knocked out 10 hits as a team as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 5-4. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. Also from Boston, relief pitcher Seth Eller has been
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the New York Mets and the Chicago Cubs. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Professor Diddy gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you want to know if this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league? Well, how about this? Batters are hitting under 200 against this guy for the year, so he's done a good job against both righties and lefties. And I'm looking for him to be just as dominant in this one.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran where the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though.
Well, that's a great take there, right there on that slider down and in. That's one of the toughest pitches to lay off of as a hitter. That hard breaking ball coming down and in at the back foot. A tough take on a good pitch.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. And now a chance to meet the Mets. Giro, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Back on it is the left fielder. Gone! A solo shot here to left, number 11 for him on the season, and the Mets are on the board first, 1-0. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Wyatt Langford, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Grounded to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Batting fourth, first baseman, number 27.
At the plate, number 27 carries a batting line in the 280s to begin this one. And that's by him. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Strike 2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. Pee-wee Bones is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, Matty, a lot of professional at-bats up and down this lineup. I know they're behind right now, but it only takes one guy to set the tone and get the boys going.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Bryant. 2 gone.
Batting third baseman, Marcel Guidry.
The next Cub up, Marcel Guidry. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
You know, Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at former #1 overall pick out of Vanderbilt University. That's Dansby Swanson. Look, this guy fits the part. Matinee idol looks, soft hands, and the ability to manipulate the ball all around the lot from the offensive side. Look for him to have an impact in some form or fashion.
Number 33.
Standing in, number 33. First at bat for him in this one, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark for the year. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Oh, got him to swing out of it. 1-0-2.
Well, they got to him in the first inning, which is huge, but he looks a lot more settled into this ball game right now. He's not the kind of pitcher you want to let get into a groove out there.
And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. He played an inning and a leading off the inning, Salvatore Pedrosa, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack his own.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-Roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
Into the box, number 28. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. And it's quickly 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Now a throw over to first, and he'll get back in standing. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Popped him up. Guillen has room in foul territory. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Batting 7, the shortstop,
So coming to the plate, Dansby Swanson. He's hitting in the 270s on the season coming into this one. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Pedroza leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Three and two now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible out.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Back with more from Wrigleyville right after this. Stepping up now, Luis Guillen. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Right over the middle, knee high. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. 2-2 pitch just missed.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Luis Guillen becomes the first out of the inning.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
This is an awesome matchup, especially at this moment in time. You got some guys that are fighting for some serious hardware, and I want to see how this shakes out.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike two. And 2-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Popped him up. Diaz is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the center fielder, Isaiah.
Digging in to try it again, Isaiah Mura. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now here it comes. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Richie Harmon, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Richie Harmon.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
And this is fouled at the plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning. So with one gone for him here in the inning, let's check out our current standings. And you can see they enter play with a 2-game lead in the division race. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Professor Diddy batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope,
and a fastball just a bit high. Sliders in for a strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
The 1-2. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Will Samuels.
So in now for Chicago, Will Samuels. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Two out, nobody on. One ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. At the plate, Felipe Franco. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Franco.
Fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to short.
Swanson brings it in.
And an offline throw, but boy, look at him stretch out and keep the foot on the bag. Great concentration there for the first out. All right, so time now for the Cubs Road to the Show report, as we see a couple of prospects who have been performing at a high level in the upper minors. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. 1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Grounded back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of a wind-up ball game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. 0-1, here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
One of the keys to good pitching is attacking early in the count. That's 2 pitches, 2 swings, and an 0-2 count. Let's see if he goes right after him and tries to bury him here on the 3rd pitch.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
Got him to go down swinging there. Number 27 sent packing for the 2nd out of the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
This is where you step out, adjust the batting gloves, and take a deep breath. You have to slow the moment down. I know you want to be a hero, but that pitch right there, a great executed changeup, had this.
Well, the play's been made, and that side. Stepping into the box, Brendan Rodgers. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1.
Now batting, 3rd baseman, Marcel Goodrich.
Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Marcel Goodrich. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. There's a strike. The 1-1. Tapped down the line. Guillen is up with it on to first, and there are 2 down.
The batter, center fielder, Salvatore Pedrosa.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Salvatore Pedrosa. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It remains 1-0. Here's Chris Bryant now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you can speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy working all four quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other, a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing, both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Another 0-2 coming.
Got it.
And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
In now, number 33. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And he rings up another one, make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Into the box now, Luis Guillen. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw in time. And the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. Now at the plate, number 28. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calling for it, Bryant. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, first baseman.
Stepping up to the plate, Luis Diaz comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
The 1-1. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That's by him for strike 1.
Hey, that's a well-executed fastball right there at the bottom of the zone. If he stays there all day, it's going to make for a long day for the offense, unless they're willing to bend their legs and get down and create.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Digging in the switch hitter, Pee-wee Bones. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they've faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. Here's a strike. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Isaiah Mura. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. The 1-1 home. This ball will be chopped foul. The 1-2 gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch. Outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Now at the plate, Richie Harmon will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Stepping in now, Professor Diddy. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
The right fielder, number 8, Will Samuels.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Will Samuels, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 0-1 the count. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the 3rd time he's sent him packing. So he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
Brendan Rodgers is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts. Keep him out of danger. On to the... Now in the box, Wyatt Langford. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Nat. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Dribbled up the line, but that one rolls foul. High and deep down the left field line, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Number 27.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 27. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. And he'll start him with a high strike here on the fastball on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
Ready with the 0-2. Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He swings and grounds it to short. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. 2-out base hit. That'll bring Chris Bryant to the plate this inning.
Boy, D-Roll, the pitch count keeps climbing and climbing and climbing. And this is another example of They're really making this guy work in this one.
Yeah, that's the grind right here. You put your hard hat on and you try and find a way to get into that bullpen.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
I'd be shocked if you saw anything else but a fastball right here. He's blown those first 2 by him. Don't give this guy
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mets leave 1. Stepping into the box, Marcell Guidry. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
Fouled off. Another 0-2 home. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So striding forward now, Salvatore Pedroza. Fastball's too high here, 1-0.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Here it comes, 2-0. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
That is a pro pitch right there. 2-0 curveball for a strike. You make those kind of pitches, you'll be around for a long time.
Behind a changeup, if you can imagine, for a strike. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, he's really rolling on the mound right now. All you have to do is look at the last 4 hitters for evidence. All 4 of them have gone down on strikes, as you're seeing here. That's not easy to do, so you know he's got to be pretty dialed in out there.
Riding in once again, number 28. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. Fouled away. He'll try again, 1-2. And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They still... Next up for New York, number 33, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, D-Row, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Pitching certainly has been on display in this one. And there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Skied into very shallow right. Samuel is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, the pitcher, Pee Wee Bones.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Pee Wee Bones. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch on its way. Up around the face. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. And a ball diving into the dirt, a swing and a miss.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup, so if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now the 2-1 is a fastball down below the knees.
It's amazing, I tell you. This guy's been absolutely cruising. The pitcher comes to the plate. You're thinking it's an easy out. You lose focus, let your guard down for a second. And now he's got a 3-ball count.
The 3-1. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, Luis Diaz, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And what are the key numbers to look at? First pitch strikes, over 70% so far in this outing.
1 out, nobody on. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Standing in now, Richie Harmon. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound.
And another one. Strikeout number 17. In the ball game as he keeps racking them. Back here in Chicago with a great view of town as we're set here to start the ninth inning from Wrigley Field. First offering on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
One of the keys to pitching late in the games, first pitch strikes, and this guy's so far over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And this is shot foul near the plate, and the count will move to 1-2 now. And he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike 1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Under it is the left fielder. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Into the box, Wyatt Langford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Late that time for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And he falls behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 2-strike pitch is chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The 0-2 once more. Stays alive, still 0-2. High in the air down the right field line. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now. Nothing across here this half. Nothing further in the ninth for the Mets. Last chance coming up now for the Cubbies. They trail here 1-0. Travis Blankenship will pinch hit here, and he the potential tying run.
Travis Blankenship.
And that's taken for strike 1. 258 the average to begin play. 13 home runs and 42 runs batted in. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. It's 1-2.
Hey, as an offense, you do your homework, you scout. He hasn't been using that pitch an awful lot. I say you just throw that out. If he's going to flip that occasionally for a strike, then so be it.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. And with 1 out in the ninth, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the ninth inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the ninth inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
The 2-1 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
He's certainly well aware the bullpen is armed and ready, but he doesn't want to give this one away. He wants that shutout. He cannot lose this guy right here.
A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Hit to short. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Brendan.
At the plate, Brendan Rodgers. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You can't go after that pitch with less than 2 strikes on you. There's no way you're going to do any damage with a ball executed down and away in the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Pee-wee Bones picks up his team best 14th win in this one and records a complete game 2-hitter in doing so. Professor Diddy somehow gets the loss despite striking out an incredible 18 batters. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
No errors. They left 2 men on base.
Now from Safeco Field in Seattle, MLB The Show is on the air. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Kyle Sterling gets the ball for Seattle in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's a pretty good pitcher, and I was looking through the stats, and one thing jumped out at me, a sub 1.20 whip coming into this start. That tells me a couple of things. One, he's not afraid to throw strikes, and two, when he does throw strikes, he throws quality, and he still gets people out. It'll be fun to watch this guy work in this one today.
Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They do come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've been giving ground in the division of late. They've won just twice in their last 7 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, D-Row? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
A chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matty, the defense better be on its toes today because this lineup likes to put the ball in play. A lot of guys from 1 through 9, good barrel awareness, put the ball in play, pass the baton to the next guy, keep the defense on their toes.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit the nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not to say complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now. Blew that fastball right by him.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Rangers shortstop. Just getting started here in Seattle. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire. Nick Howard starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, I'll tell you, starting pitchers go, he's one of the best around. He's really found what works for him, and he's had a lot of success because of it. I think he expects to go out there and dominate every game he starts, and he usually does. No one should be surprised if he turns in a really solid start here.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. D-Row, what's the word on this lineup as they go for the series sweep?
Matt, you take a look at both these lineups. They got their work cut out for them. This is going to be a pitcher's duel. Both these guys can execute and have a chance to go deep in this game and turn it over to bullpen. Somebody is going to have to get that big 2-out knock with runners in scoring position.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a breaking ball outside, and now it's even 1-1. Here's the 1-2 delivery. The ground toward the left. To his right, Walker. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2. Digging in now for the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Now you could tell right there that curveball had some serious depth to it. That's what separates the good ones from the bad ones. That nasty spin rate, get that downward action. You even get a star player like this swinging at something in the dirt.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. The 0-2 once more. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
And tough fastball to lay off on 1-2, but he did, and it's 2-2 now. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order, and this is still a 0-0. Next to bat will be the Texas cleanup hitter, Jake Burger. He'll start things out in the top half of the second. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
Nope.
And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. A 2-1 count to the Rangers first baseman. Now the 2-1 is taken for strike two.
Well, that's a tough pitch to take right there, right down the middle. But I think that happens when you're facing a good pitcher like this guy. The last thing you're expecting is one right down the pipe, and unfortunately, he let that one go, and he'd like to have that pitch back to take a good swing at that one.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And, guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Swing and a ground ball to third, and that gets through for a one-out base hit. So it's a one-out base knock for him here in the second. Good time to check out the league leaders in hits. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Snap throw from the catcher. And he saw it coming that time, back in standing. Again to first, but he threw it away. And this is swung on and missed, his fifth strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Digging in, Brad Faraday is coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. And they start him out away with a cold strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Cal Faddy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Striding forward, Dominic Smith, and he does so riding a 9-game hitting streak, so he's certainly a threat with the bat right now. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. Fatty on at first, nobody out. 2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner,
but it bends just foul into the second deck.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Another one sent foul. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now. 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode. So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one, in case something finds a barrel.
Now a swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. But a big pass at a slider that gets past him. Bottom of the second here with no score. And that pitch misses to even the count to the Seattle left fielder at 2-2.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Fatty is on his way home. And a relay home. But the throw is well up the line, and he scores easily.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What? Does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
From the stretch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Hanneman is holding on to a batting average way down in the 210s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to, because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. One out and a runner on second base. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Hanneman is retired, 2 down now. Next for Seattle, Connor Capel. First shot for him here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago. Oh, 1 here it comes. Left side, but well foul. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Mariners pick up a run on the RBI. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Seattle, Washington. Washington all set. Now for the top of the third in this one.
Leo Navarro.
Now here's the pitch. Ran it in on the fists. 0-1. windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Up next for the Rangers, Tomas Nielsen. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit down the line at first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. And that one just missed outside. Into the corner and slicing foul. Still a ball and 2 strikes. A bouncer up the middle. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So next to the plate for Texas, Zach Granite. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First offering on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Still 2-2. Ready with another 2-2. Fastball is outside and it's full now. 3-2. Nate Lowe would be next. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Ripped down the line. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed. He got him. Rangers set down in order. They're on the short end.
Leading off for the Mariners, second baseman, number 12.
First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
Fouled off. The 1-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. So with 1 gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. Digging in now, Dominic Oliveros. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1. Oliveros, 28 years old. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2018.
Hey, when you come out of the middle rounds, you have to grind for everything, and that's exactly what this guy has done, and he has turned himself into a solid big league ball player.
And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
In now, Bo Bichette. As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 1-1. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Leading off the inning, Nate Lowe, and they'll need him to get something going here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. And there's ball 1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, 2 away. Now batting, Jake Burger. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Behind 0-2 now. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. They're down 1-0. Striding in, Julio Rodriguez. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Julio Rodriguez.
Alec Hansen answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for. or from their starter.
Hampson.
Play ball. 3.
Leading off the inning, Lawrence Butler, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Butler.
First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now.
Nope,
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Smith scoops it up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see, he currently ranks 2nd in the AL in that department. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a strike.
0-1.
Takes a knee-high fastball. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This at-bat sets up really good right here, right? Hasn't seen a fastball yet, but now he gets the count at 2 balls and no strikes. He has to be looking for a fastball right here.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, this guy is 1 strike away from absolutely cruising through the first 5 innings. No need to even warm up the bullpen the way this guy's pounding the zone.
Up around the face. Leo Navarro would be next. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
This is only their 2nd base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
So striding in, Leo Navarro. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And a dive, but he's back. He's set. Here it comes. Fouled away. Faraday is off at first with 2 away. Pulled toward right center field. Hanneman on the move. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Rangers leave 1. It remains 1-0.
Let's play ball.
Leading off for the Mariners.
Riding into the box, Yismuel Valentin. First time up.
Play ball. Ball 4. Take your base.
Now batting. Third baseman, Dominic. Oliveira.
Enrique Arnaz is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Looking at his career totals, Oliveira carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. 1-1. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Arnaz was born in the state of Pennsylvania. He was an 8th round selection back in 2023.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not just yet. It's ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first. So he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot.
Travis Laker takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 70, Travis Laker.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. This one's down to third. Navarro has it, and not too shabby out of the pen. Takes just 2 pitches to get the ground ball, and that ends the inning. Mariners forced to settle for 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Mariners are on top 2-0. Now at the plate, Tomas Nielsen will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And he gets ahead with a sinker on the outside. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike two.
Hey, I know it's a day game, but these guys better wake up. He's on point today, throwing a lot of exploding stuff, darting and diving all over the strike zone.
They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2-2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in the zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Zach Granite the next to bat. He was sat down on strikes in his last at bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, designated hitter, Nate Lowe.
Next will be the designated hitter, Nate Lowe. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. Here comes the first pitch. A changeup right on the outside corner for a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Here it comes on 0-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Sebastian Walker, and it's fouled away. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know, he's one of their guys they rely on to get their offense going. They need a rally, so we'll see if he can spark one here.
Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Has a look, now the pitch. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1. Fouled off.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the payoff pitch home. Changeup too low. He walked him. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jake Berger. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. First offering on its way. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
Now the 1-0. Fouled away. No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone, and with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1, and he fouls this one off. The 2-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. And he can't track it down. A base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to make this a 2-1 game now.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
And it's fouled away. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And there's a base hit on the line. The throw home. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits here for Texas. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. It's the Mariners 2 and the Rangers 1. Digging in and looking for more, Julio Rodriguez. He singled his last time up.
Julio Rodriguez.
First delivery to him on the way. Great tilt on the slider on the inside corner. Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. A shot down the first baseline. And that's through for a hit. The relay, but he'll be in there with a double. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And you can see the team leaders right there. Currently ranked 4th on the Mariners in that department. Ready now, Cal Faddy will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Faddy brings a batting average in the low 220s to the table.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player. Hey, 2 tough pitches right there and expect more of the same. With that guy standing out on second base, you don't want any RBI scoring right here. With that base open at first, he's going to grind out and try and get this guy to swing at something outside the zone.
This is on the ground over to first. Only play will be to the pitcher covering, and the runner will advance to third now.
First baseman, number 2, Dominic.
Digging in once again, Dominic Smith. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
And a curveball that time that broke too low. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Walker ranges to his left. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Good manufactured run right there. Lead off double, move him over with the ground ball, and just put the ball in play and let him come home. Make scoring runs look easier than it actually is.
Striding forward now is the DH, Cameron Perkins. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Hey guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Count is 1-2 now. Sliders in for a strike. And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike as now the inning will continue. And not what he wanted to do there, as now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning. Now to the plate, Jacob Henneman. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he just misses with a curveball. Hard hit at third. Reined in. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. A run, a hit, and a man left. We're through 6 full. The Mariners lead it 3-1. Coming to the plate now, number 21. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. Dero, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the 7th inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Another 1-2 delivery. Missed with a slider.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
Into the box, Brad Faraday. Yes, he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. It was a walk in his last trip. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. So 1-1. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Fly ball out to right field. Rodriguez is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Leo Navarro.
So digging in now, Leo Navarro. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Off speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner toward right center. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Standing in now, Tomas Nielsen, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. The 1-0. And a bouncing ball, foul. Hit hard on the ground at first. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Ready for another chance, Connor Capel.
Leading off for the Mariners, left fielder, Connor Capel.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a ball.
Another slow breaking ball that misses down low. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. A look down at the knees for a strike. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Grounded back up the middle. Walker fields it cleanly, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, number 12.
Stepping in, Yasmuel Valentin comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat. And this is taken outside for ball one.
Valentin,
a native of Puerto Rico. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
Number 21 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Third baseman, Dominic Olivera.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Dominic Oliveros. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one right down Main Street. And a neck-high fastball that time.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time. Hit hard on the ground is short. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners, as the lead remains 3-1. Zach Granite the next to bat. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. First delivery to him on the way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner.
That's why this guy is great. Never misses over the heart of the plate. He's got electric stuff, but pinpoint control to all 4 quadrants.
The windup and the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Oliveros gloves it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Look at our line score there from Safeco Field in Seattle. And thus far, local fans have had a lot to cheer about as their Mariners lead this one here in the 8th. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Nate Lowe. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First pitch on its way. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Ball 2.
2-2.
Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And that's the second out. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Digging in, Sebastian Walker. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
First pitch of the at-bat. Soft grounder left side. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. Score holds. It's 3-1. Edebray Ramos will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Edebray Ramos.
Ready once again, Bo Bichette. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Bo Bichette.
Let's play ball.
Andres Munoz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Andres Munoz.
Now at the plate, Jake Burger due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at-bats.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Now the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. The 1-2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here's another 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
He stays alive, still 2-2. And that one just missed outside.
Hey, leading off an inning in this situation, 3 balls on you. You have to know that a solo shot's not tying this game up. You have to find a way to get on base any way possible.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So stepping in, Lawrence Butler is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. Burger gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fouled off. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box now, number 21. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
In now, Brad Faraday, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. From the belt, kicks and deals. A swing and a ball to left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Stepping in now, Leo Navarro, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A fastball right over the outside corner.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Sam Pentgen gets the call here as he'll try and look for 1 out to finish this thing off.
Number 72, Sam Pentgen.
Melendez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Melendez is hitting over 400. Doesn't matter if you're talking about a series of games or a whole career. That's an impressive figure.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year. I'm very interested to see how this guy finishes up.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Texas down to their final strike in this one. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Pentgen rarely finds himself in much trouble out of the bullpen, at least in terms of giving up base hits. He's proven to be a tough guy to barrel up. Now this crowd of 36,000 plus come to their feet. struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, they sure made it interesting in the ninth, but they leave the tying run stranded at second and the winning run helplessly at first. Could have gone either way, but we were treated to a great battle.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Mariners took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Kyle Sterling earns his team-leading 11th win as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Nick Howard worked only 3 innings in the losing effort. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line for this afternoon.
Happy Friday, baseball fans. Welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, the Cubs allowed only 5 hits as a staff as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 2-0. The Milwaukee Brewers completed a 3-game series sweep as they sank the visiting Buccos 6-5. In other Pirates news, the club has made a trade in which they'll receive right fielder Colin Edler from the New York Yankees. And in return, they'll send
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the New York Mets. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. 2 of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Pee-wee Bones is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Up next for the Buccos, Connor Griffin, and he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing over the heart of the plate, not executing down and away, not brushing back anybody, making anyone feel uncomfortable. Guys were taking huge hacks off him. And to boot, the defense was on its heels.
A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He's really swung the bat well against left-handed pitchers so far this season. He's hitting over 300 against southpaws, and he's facing another one of those today. I'm sure he's excited to hit in this one.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches. and send him packing without much problem.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Wyatt Schmidt, watches fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all three categories. First offering on its way. Fouled away. Schmidt is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport.
2 out, nobody on. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball. 1-2.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Paul Ragland, the Oregon-born left-hander, is the starter.
Leading up for the Mets, center fielder.
Stepping in, Carter Kimbrough. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Kimbrough.
A fastball that finds the outside corner. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. 2 of the game's best, 2 of the hardest throwers compete at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitches look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Lifted in the air toward the line and right, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Kimbrough is retired, and there's 1 away.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Standing in now, Kevin Kramer. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He enters play with 14 home runs to his credit this year. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the show.
Leading off for the Mets, First baseman, number 27.
Leading off the inning, Chuck Laguna, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Popped high in the air. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Ray Valladares comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Oh, I love this, boys. Mano-y-mano. He's coming to get him with back-to-back big-time heaters.
Inside as he might be trying to set him up here 1-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Cole Ragland, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pulls the string on that one, 1 strike. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail it here 2-0. So here's the Mets pitcher, Pee-wee Bones. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Valladares ranging back to the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And as you see there, September right around the corner. There's our upcoming schedule as we get ready for the final month of the season.
Let's play ball.
Standing in, Felipe Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Felipe Franco.
From the stretch. And now the runner's trying for third. Strike taken to throw. And he nails him at third. Great throw.
Play ball.
Leading off the inning, Connor Griffin, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And the Pirates are in the hit column.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
And he fouls this one off. Griffin aboard here at first with nobody out. And a real chess match going on over there at first now as he steps off to stare him back. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Throw over to the bag, back in standing. The 1-2. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Fastball. Swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mets organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. He's set and the pitch. Popped him up. And he'll get back there to make the catch in front of the screen as they retire their man here for the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Carter.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Carter Kimbrough. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. One left for Pittsburgh. They're down 2-0.
Leading off the fourth inning, the shortstop,
digging in, Yoenis Mercer, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now the pitch.
Mercer.
Chopped weakly to the left. Lindor ranges to his right. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these two guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Now batting.
Standing in, Chuck Laguna. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Pulled toward right center field. Mura is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. But they'll just get the 1 out here as the runner will get back safely at first. So coming to the plate, Ray Valladares. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And that's in there for strike 1.
You know, they finally get the leadoff runner on. It would be sad to watch him waste this opportunity. Somebody's got to come through with a base hit.
Tapped down the line. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Pirates leave 1. They trail things here 2-0.
Leading off for the Mets.
So here now is the pitcher, Pee-wee Bones. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Pee-wee Bones.
He's set. Here it comes. Hit hard to third. And he whips on it as this ball's right under his glove. And a relay to the plate. Out at the plate as they slap the tag on him. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
Isaiah Meyer.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Isaiah Mura. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
I'm surprised we're seeing so many late swings on fastballs. If there's one rule of thumb in the game, get to the heater.
The 0-1. Popped him up. Griffin shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. At the plate, Felipe Franco. He singled his last time up. Bones at second with 2 down. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it is Tapia, and the inning is over. Mets strand 1. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Cole Ragland. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Sent on the ground out to second. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Stepping up now, Raimel Tapia. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Into the upper deck, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk right here could at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, there's some pop on that on-deck circle.
And now he'll reconsider as he looks for a strikeout pitch. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They trail it here 2-0.
Leading up for the Mets. Left fielder. Wyatt.
Digging in to try it again. Wyatt Schmidt. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Stepping into the box, Carter Kimbrough, 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. And now a pitch on the way. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
So far, this has been a very productive outing. We're into the middle innings of this one, and his pitch count is down, and this might be one of those starts where he can work deep into this game, possibly into the 8th or 9th inning.
The 1-1 home. Strike 2 swinging.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
And it's fouled away. Looking to send him packing again. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
At the plate, Yoenis Mercer. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
And he's going to add to the total. 14 punch-outs now as that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They're still down. It's Aiden Rosa gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Into the box now, Kiwi Bones. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned the chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Scooped up, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets leave 1. They're up 2-0. In now, Kevin Kramer. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Stepping up to the plate, Chuck Laguna. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
To 1-2 now. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he in fact leads the NL in that category. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound. But it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. They're down 2-0. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here.
Play ball. Now pitching and batting on 7th spot, number 36, Matt McGee. Now playing center field on 9th spot, number 10, Buddy Reed. Now pitching.
Striding in to start the 9th. Buddy Reed, and they'll need him to get something going here. First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2, here it comes. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. Boy, good fight on the slider, and it just missed inside. And he should be okay to go the distance here. He's just now about to hit 100 pitches for the ball game.
Yeah, it's go time, Matty V. He's got a chance to close this one out. He knows the bullpen's rested and ready to go. He's got a smile on his face out there.
Oh, D-Row, this is what every manager loves. One day where you cannot have to empty out everybody in that bullpen. Going into the 9th inning in today's game with your starting pitcher, you can't ask for more than he's given them up to this point.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Buddy Reed becomes the first out in the 9th inning. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Connor Griffin. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
When you have 2 strikes on you as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And that'll bring up one of the top prospects in the game, Raimel Tapia. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Hit hard down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit. But unless you're sitting breaking ball right there.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable performance.
And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Metropolitans took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Pee-wee Bones wins for the 17th time the top total on the staff as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Paul Ragland pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB.